LeBron James, a 16-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA, 3-time NBA champ, 4-time MVP, one of the undisputed top 5 players in NBA history, the best player in the NBA since I've been born, with averages of 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists over his career. LeBron James has clearly been the best player in this era. But like Jeffrey Chaucer said, all great things must come to an end, meaning one day LeBron James will sadly retire from the NBA. But who will take his place as the best player in this upcoming era? What's up guys, it's your boy Young J here with my second video. Today I will be talking about 5 players who I think have the highest chance to become the best player in the 2020 era. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more quality content. And yeah, into the video. Donovan Mitchell has led the Utah Jazz to a 41-23 record, good enough for the 4th seed in the Western Conference. He is averaging 24.2 points, 4.2 assists, and 4.4 rebounds on 45% field goal shooting and 36% from 3. I believe Donovan Mitchell will be a top 5 player of the 2020 era because at a young age he has shown the ability to have his stats translate to wins, which is undervalued since other young players who are known as better than Donovan Mitchell, such as Karl-Anthony Towns and Devin Booker, have failed to do so. He also has not had injury problems like Joel Embiid or Zion Williamson. The Utah Jazz have also put a competent team around him with notable names such as Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley, and Bogdan Bogdanovic. And having a great team around the player is a big factor which people don't think about, because if Donovan Mitchell wasn't on a great team, he probably wouldn't be on this list. But since he's on a great team, he has the chance to compete for championships every year, which will make everyone view him as a better player, rather than if he were in New York, a lottery team every year. And since he's only 23 years old, he can still improve and get better. Nikola Jokic has led the Denver Nuggets to a 43-22 record, good enough for the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. He is averaging 20.2 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 6.9 assists on 53% field goal shooting. I believe he will be a top 5 player of the 2020 era because the past 2 seasons he has led his team to a top 3 record in the tough Western Conference, meaning his stats are leading to wins, and his team will compete for championships for the rest of his career with young players such as Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, and Michael Porter Jr., and Jeremy Grant. And his competitor for this spot, Joel Embiid, has been able to lead his team, the Philadelphia 76ers, to wins just like Jokic. But Joel Embiid has been struggling with injuries his whole career, and this season his points have fallen from 27.5 points, 13.6 rebounds in the 2018-2019 season to 23.4 points and 11.8 rebounds per game, and the 76ers also have been a disappointing team this year. Joker's game will also age very well because he doesn't depend on athleticism, so he can be productive even in his 30s, and he's only 25 years old, which is young enough to make minor improvements to his game to make him even higher on this list. Luka Doncic, in just his 2nd season, has put up 28.7 points, 9.8 rebounds, and 8.7 assists while leading the 7th seed Dallas Mavericks to a 40-27 record. Luka Doncic is averaging nearly a 30-point triple-double in just his 2nd season while leading his team to wins. He also has one of the best coaches in the NBA, Rick Carlisle, and greats such as Kobe and MJ have shown you the benefits as it is to have a great coach. He also has a young stud in Kristaps Porzingis who isn't 100% recovered from his knee injury, but when he is, they will probably finish being the best duo of the 2020 era. The Dallas Mavericks have also shown a willingness to make smart moves, such as the Kristaps Porzingis trade, where they also got Tim Hardaway Jr., one of their biggest contributors. Luka's game is also not dependent on athleticism, so he will age gracefully. He is only 21 years old, so he has plenty of time to improve and surpass the other 2 players above him on the list. Ever since Anthony Davis has came into the league, everyone knew he would be a star, and a star he has been. In the 2019-2020 NBA season, Anthony Davis has averaged 26.7 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists on 51 field goal shooting, while helping the Lakers alongside LeBron James. I believe he will undoubtedly be a top 5 player in the 2020 era because he is already a superstar on both ends of the floor, averaging 2.5 blocks and 1.5 steals, and will likely be the Defensive Player of the Year this season. We also have a superstar in LeBron James for the next 2 years at least in his prime, and they are likely to win NBA championships. Also, with him playing in LA, when LeBron gets older, they can get many more free agents because it is simply LA. The only thing that could slow him down is injury. Injuries, which have not been as serious like it was earlier in his career, but it could come back to haunt him. Anthony Davis has also been exceptional in the playoffs over his career, averaging 30.5 points, 12.7 rebounds on 52% field goal shooting, which shows he won't disappoint in the playoffs as much. I don't know if he will age that well because he uses athleticism a lot and he is injury prone, but he has shown to be a top 5 player before the 2020 era, so he will continue to do so and be one going into the 2020 era. Giannis Antetokounmpo came into the league as an unknown prospect out of Greece, but now today he is a top 3 player in the league and a one-time MVP, soon to be second this year, and is averaging 29.6 points, 13.7 rebounds, and 5.8 assists on 55% field goal shooting while leading the Bucks to the first seed in the East. Giannis is easily the player most likely to be the best in the 2020 era by far. He is a superstar on both ends, on defense being a long athletic guy who can legitimately guard all positions and all players in the league. His jumper has shown slight improvement every year, which will help him improve in the playoffs since his last 2 playoff appearances have been disappointing, with losses to the Kyrie-less Celtics and the Toronto Raptors, who the Bucks were expected to beat. He has also not had many injuries in his career so far, which means he is an injury-prone player. The Milwaukee Bucks are an organization with a great coach and a great supporting cast around Giannis. The organization has also shown willingness to make moves to please him and to compete for rings, such as acquisitions for Eric Bledsoe, Brook Lopez, and Wesley Matthews, along with re-signing Chris Middleton, who, by the way, is having an underrated season. The Bucks will compete for a championship for years, and Giannis will likely win many rings. But if he feels like he's not winning enough in the 2020 offseason, he will be able to test free agency waters as an unrestricted free agent and can go to any team he wants to compete for rings. Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlike any other player we have seen, and he will be a top 20 player of all time, at least. Our first honorable mention is Ben Simmons of the Philadelphia 76ers. Ben Simmons has shown little improvement besides defense since entering the league, but he has shown to be a great all-around player, great defender, great passer, and a good scorer at times. So that's why he's in the honorable mentions. Another honorable mention is Zion Williamson. Zion has shown an ability to score against NBA defenses, but I fear his lower body injuries might affect him further in his career. The final honorable mention is Karl Anthony Towns, who recently added D'Angelo Russell and Malik Beasley to his team via trade, and they can both help him reach to the playoffs and compete for years. The reason he wasn't added in this list was because his ability in the playoffs hasn't been good so far in his career, but hopefully he can get more chances to improve it. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. Let me know what your list is and if you agree or disagree with mine. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And Young J out.